The Nautilus International Council is our governing body of Nautilus International members, which ensure the union is run in a democratic way according to our rules and regulations. I spoke with council member and former tanker captain Stephen Gudgeon about the impact that Nautilus members can make when they take part in the Nautilus Council.
It gives them an opportunity to have a voice. And the union is then able to take their views, their voice, to levels which we couldn't do as individuals. The union are able to go to committees headed by government ministers, both here and internationally, and the people at the IMO who make the decisions which affect seafarers. Because seafarers need to tell these people who might not fully understand what we're thinking and how we're thinking and how we feel things can be improved. So they have to be represented. Our views need to be represented. The union does that for us. We can pass on that information by talking to me as a member of council, or communicating with union representatives who are nominated to look at various ship types or company ships. We call them lay reps. You can communicate with a lay rep and tell them what your concerns are and things, or you can just write to the union and tell them what's going on. The industrial personnel within the union are very active at trying to promote the well-being of seafarers internationally. But they need to know what you're thinking, so you have to communicate with them. You have to tell us what's wrong, what's concerning you, and then we can go some way towards achieving a positive result for you. However, these things take time. You can't do it in 5 minutes. We can't improve things for you unless it's a massive safety issue, and then we can improve things straight away by alerting ITF or other people other statutory bodies who can go down to your ship and deal with in a situation at the time. But if we're looking at long-term things, improving terms and conditions and safety issues, and legislation needs to be changed, or training programs need to be changed, all of those sorts of things take a long time to put into place. But we need to know what you think is the best way forward, because we don't have all the answers. We need you to tell us what you want us to do on your behalf. So we do rely on you, and you've got to communicate with us.
Absolutely, it's part of that democratic process in communicating. But what would you say to members who might be interested in joining the Nautilus Council? How would you encourage them to do so?
Well, I would encourage them by saying, look, I've been doing it for 20 years. I've seen how we can progress. I've seen how I can be the go-between with a seafarer on a ship and the people who make the decisions, the people who change the statutes which make your life safer, make your wife happier that you are in a safe environment while you're away for half of the year. Because we are in an industry which is very dangerous. But to improve it, to mitigate some of the risks, to try and help you out. I mean, it's simple things like, there are ships still sailing around with no personal protective equipment for the seafarers. We've got to deal with that. But you can't deal with it talking to a shipping company who is only thinking about their financial gain, their bottom line, whatever. You've got to do it by making legislation, putting in place things that force the shipping companies to comply and make their ships safer. And it's a big job. It's a big job, but it starts with you. It starts with you as an individual seafarer making a noise. And you can make a noise when you come to council. And trust me, I've made a lot of noises.
You have, and we've appreciated all the 20 years that you have taken part in Nautilus Council. So thank you very much, Captain Stephen Gudgeon.
Thank you.